tire, put it in reverse, hold the brake, and put it in neutral. There you go. And that's it. You can see the whole engine twist.
This is not supposed to do that. It's a bad thing.
I'm High Lord Fox. This is Car Guy Dave. And this is our 1993 Grand Am, and it's not supposed to do that. I think we might have a problem. So here we have the culprit of that issue. This is the torsion strut bar thing. Torque strut, yeah. What Dave the Car Guy said. And as you can see, the rubber inside that is torn to all hell. And unfortunately, this is a vital part of keeping the engine not doing what that thing it did. So I have a replacement. It's 2 bolts. Famous last words. We're going to put a jack under the engine to keep it supported. We're going to take the 2 bolts out, tap this out of place, put the new one in, put the new bolts in, and let the engine down. And hopefully we shouldn't have those angry, vibrationally shifting shifts. So this part has been replaced once before. This is not a new. Stop interrupting my monologue. This part has been replaced once before, as you can see by the never sees on the bolts. Unfortunately, it has broken. We have another one of a different brand. Hopefully this one will last longer than this one. It's only a couple years old. So remember, source your parts properly, kids. So I'm going to get the jack under here and get this out. As you can see, we have a jack, Pittsburgh jack, with a board across. This is running across both sides of the oil pan with just a little bit of pressure on it. It's basically just to keep pressure on the engine, so when I pull this out, the engine just doesn't sink and fall and collapse down when this gets pulled out, which would be bad. So now we're going to finish taking those 2 bolts out, and we should be good to go. And here we have the old versus the new. The old one, all sorts of torn up and shredded internally. There is a DEA warranty void if removed sticker, so don't buy the DEA ones. This one is a new Pioneer one. It looks to be much sturdier in construction, made in India apparently.
Wow, that thing was big time.
And that's your part number right there. So this one's the new one that's going in. It was very simple. You just pull the 2 bolts out, put the 2 new bolts in, and you are good to go. The bolts are different sizes. The longer one does go to the front, and they are 15 millimeter.
So this is what happens when you put your car in gear.
Yeah, it's not supposed to do that.
Your motor goes like that. It's not supposed to do that.
Yeah. And there we have it. It is in place. You may need a friend to help put pressure on the engine. You put this one in first. Don't tighten it all the way down. And then you have to rotate the engine to get it to line up in the back. You drop this in, put a couple threads through, and then you are good to go. And just tighten them both down and everything is good. And then you take out your jack, which is conspicuously not here because we took it out. So now we're going to start the engine and put it in gear and make sure it doesn't do angry shifting. If it still does that angry twist move, like it's the 1920s, then it's the mount on the driver's side. We've already checked the mount on the top side of the passenger side, and that one came back clear. So we are now going to test it and make sure everything is golden.
Still moves for about half of what it was. Put it in park.
And there you have it. There are 2 other motor mounts. One is located down here behind the tire. You have to kind of get underneath with a pry bar thing to get at it. We just checked that one. That one's good. The other motor mount's up here. Same thing. You just get a pry bar and you just shift the engine, rock it just gently, and as long as none of the rubber's torn, as long as it returns to 0, you're good. So now with the one replaced down there, we are good to go, and I no longer have to worry about angry clunking noises in terms of suspension and motor mounts for the near future. Thank you. Have a good day.